All right. This is my third time doing this. I hope it actually goes through this time. So today we're going to discuss the anatomy and the physiology of Supergirl. Background. She comes from DC Comics. Her first appearance was in Action Comics 252. The powers and abilities that make her this this heroine, a heroine is flight, super strength, energy projection or laser beams, sunlight absorption or radiation absorption, enhanced durability, super speed, frost breath, and enhanced senses. Who is she? Supergirl is the cousin of Superman. She's supposed to be the older cousin, but shenanigans make her younger physically than he is. By the time she gets to Earth, she survived the destruction of the planet Krypton alongside her parents, and they eventually sent her to Earth when that piece of Krypton that they were on that survived was about to be destroyed. It's convoluted. It's completely different in different continuities, but this is the one I'm going with. This is the original origin. So she was sent there to live with her cousin Kal-El, Superman, Clark Kent, and with him, she protects the Earth. And yeah, her personality. Her personality. She is a little edgier than her cousin. She's a little angrier. It's a little easier to take advantage of her anger. She a little less patient, like this panel on the far right shows. She's a little less patient than expected. A lot more anger issues. A little more prone to violence and rage. She's even, at some point she's killed the villain, and he said, "I thought you were like Superman," and she said, "I'm not my cousin." So yeah, she's a little more, more prone to violence. Definitely the edgier of the two, a little more realistic, I suppose. But even then, do all of that, she still is hopeful and optimistic, as Karen and as discussed in this bottom panel when she's consoling this looks to be alien child that it's all going to be okay. So and more things than that. Obviously, her being a superhero, she's definitely a good on the side of good, on the side of fighting for good, and she'll do her best to help people, and she even does her best to control her rage and anger. She doesn't want to give into it. So why discuss her over Superman? Well, I feel like this is for me personally. Both of them are interesting characters. Both of them are cool characters, in my opinion. You might not think Superman is a very cool character, but I like him. He's probably my favorite superhero from DC, at the very least. I remember her from the original Justice League Unlimited cartoon. Her episodes when she fought her clone were some of the most entertaining episodes from that cartoon. Are some of the most memorable, definitely. So yeah, I felt it would be interesting, or at least a little bit more unique, to cover Supergirl rather than Superman. Powers to be discussed. The powers to be discussed will be super strength, self-sustainability, or the ability to breathe in space, and super speed. Anatomical changes. So, super strength. For Supergirl to have super strength in real life, her bones and her muscles will likely need to be denser and also bigger than what she's portrayed as in her usual art. She probably need to be a lot more muscular. But yeah, denser and stronger for her bones and her body, because in her muscles, because to exert Newton's third law, like it says, to every action has an opposite and equal reaction. So if you were to punch the wall, that force you punch the wall with would be exerted back into you. So basically, she needs to have enough durability to not only dish out her super strength, but also to take in the energy from her super strength, because energy is going to go somewhere. It's not just going to be released into the nothingness. Super speed. For her to have super speed, her legs have to have spring-like tendons. There's like certain animals like ostriches, they have spring-like tendons. And their toes are in a certain way where they can run very fast and way faster than humans. But these spring-like tendons will also help her maintain this super speed she would have. Her bones will also have to be a lot more durable at her hip bones, because that's where, you know, where the legs are and the bones are. So yeah, sorry if that didn't make any sense. Breathing in space. For her to breathe in space, her lungs will likely need to be able to store their own source of internal oxygen, as when you are in space, you have no real oxygen. It's similar to how the ISS, the space station, gets oxygen and whatnot from. For the physiological changes, she would need to have for super strength, she need to have fast twitch fibers. For super speed, her synapses in her CNS and ANS nervous systems would need to be able to fire off quicker for her to have an enhanced reaction time and enhanced response time. Because it does nothing if she's super fast but she can't react or see the thing she's running at. You just not be able to react to anything. So if you had super speed now, but your body couldn't, or your nervous system couldn't keep up with your body's super speed, you wouldn't be able to perceive yourself running at a certain way, you know. Breathing in space. For her to breathe in space, her body would likely need an internal system that creates or recycles oxygen at a cellular level. Again, this is similar to how the ISS recycles oxygen, and for the astronauts in the ISS in space. So these were the anatomical and physiological changes that Supergirl would need to exist in real life, for her powers to exist, and these are the works cited bibliography. Thank you for watching.